Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this reading, which is a Scorpio full moon reading. I actually recorded a video last Friday, but this one is specifically for this day, and that's because I had so many messages pour through me and lots of channeling, and I felt like there was just something that needed to be communicated to people watching this video, because this one is not the easiest of full moons. Scorpio full moons are never easy, simply because they are, Scorpio is the sign of transformation, death and rebirth, and we are going through it, especially more internally. This may not be more so externally, but it is more internally. Ooh, interesting. We did get the card of 9 of materials, which just jumped out. Someone is searching for their freedom. Maybe this is what you're feeling at this moment in this full moon, that you're just feeling like you want to be this level of freedom, like just flowy. And perhaps you've had this taste of freedom before, but right now you don't feel it as much. But this is what you're wanting, like this level of freedom where you can just be yourself. This level of freedom where you can get paid to be yourself, be fully in alignment with who you are, and lead with your joy. That's what I'm getting here, the message. Yeah, it's just so abundant. Just so, oh, it's coming up blurry. There you go. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. Someone is searching for freedom. Gosh, cards are just jumping out. Okay, I'm just going to take this one, which is 2 of materials, 2 of pentacles, but it was reversed. So you are not going to go, after this full moon, you're not going to go back and forth. This is 2 of materials as you are balancing the past and the future, kind of like this. You know, you haven't necessarily fully let go of something in the past, and that is being revealed to you in this full moon. However, after this, you are going to be letting go of this, which is great news, because that freedom lies on the other side of it. Let's have a look. The Hanged Man, but it came out reversed as well. And the Emperor. Wow. Okay. The Hanged Man reversed. Ending of delays. No more delays, right? This is a card. When it's like this, it's like you are hanging. You can see by the thread. Hanging by the thread. That's what I get, but it's of course a rope. But yeah, it's quite a beautiful card actually. Hanging, you are hanging by the thread. Maybe it's something that is just like inside you coming up, which is just bubbling and feeling like, gosh, it's not you know, fully kind of materializing what you want. Like, you can't see it. You can kind of feel glimpses of this freedom, but it's not fully here yet. So you're getting quite impatient. The Emperor reversed. The Emperor reversed indicates 2 meanings. I always get 2 meanings for this, which is that you perhaps are not fully in your power just yet. It's going to require a bit more of clearing, which is what you're doing on this full moon. And that is why this Emperor is, you know, not fully coming out. This Emperor kind of being situated in your leadership, in your authority. You're actually on completely the right track. You're just a little bit more clearing. You just have a little bit more clearing to do, and then you're on the other side, and then it's going to be beautiful. You are going to have that freedom. The money's going to pour in. The right people, the right clients, the right jobs, the right relationships are just going to pour in 100%. And the hurdle right now is this full moon. Okay, let's see what else we get. Self-sufficiency. The ultimate. Oh, we have 2 cards. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source and I'm willing to receive all the help, love and support that wants to come. Yeah, beautiful. In this time that if you are feeling like, you know, like I don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm going, like, you know, what this thing that I thought I had let go of, yet it's still present in my mind for some reason. How do I let go of this? It's very much the card of like, yeah, self-sufficiency is like the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God, where you're not necessarily relying on other people. That doesn't mean you don't need other people. I think we do. And I think what happens is the universe or the God actually sends us certain people to help us at different points in our life, and they are done through the universe. They are sent through the universe, but ultimately it is the God or the universe that is kind of running the show, right? So that is what I believe here, that the self-sufficiency, the ultimate self-sufficiency is to give your worries and your problems, hand them over to God and really go within and see, well, what exactly is it that is coming up right now? Okay, I don't know how to process this. Maybe that's what you're feeling on this full moon. You're not sure how to process this certain feeling or things that are coming up, and offer it up to God, or offer it up to your, whatever your belief system is, the universe, your angelic realm, your spiritual realm. Ask for help. This is one of the biggest messages that I'm getting here. Ask for help. The help is available. Service. You stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. Be of service. Those of you who are feeling like, I don't know what to do next, whether it's in my career or maybe you've gone through a certain difficult time, try to get what you want and start asking love to use you, rather than using the universe. So this is a little bit of a contradiction from the first message, which is self-sufficiency, which is, yes, you are relying on God, you are relying on, you are asking for help for sure, and using the part about using the universe is different actually. It's because you're saying, could you just hand me the desires? It's more about, especially if you're wanting the money, wanting the next steps, wanting the next career, the relationships, ask to be of service. That is going to lead you to what you are wanting. When we are of service to the world in any way, shape or form, we are in this vibration where we don't necessarily think about our problems as much, right? The way to hand over our problems is by being service to others, because you then kind of let go of thinking, gosh, I have this, bill to pay. I have this health problem that is coming up. I have this issue in my job where like my boss is asking for certain things. This is happening. You have all these things that need resolution in your mind, and you're trying to get to this resolution, and maybe that is being highlighted right now at this full moon. But the solution to that may be to be of service as much as possible. Be of service to others. Notice how certain people may need you. Often there are times where I'm traveling and you can be of service in very little moments, such as like recently, gosh, where was I going? I was coming back from a cafe, because I tend to work at different cafes, and take my laptop there and I work there. And I had this, I noticed this woman who was trying to go with a pram down the stairs, and it was kind of looking a bit dangerous. So I went up to her and I was like, oh, I'll just help you like pull the pram up. So we went up the stairs, like pulling the pram up. That is of being of service, She was trying to get this pram with the baby down by herself. Like, this is which is really hard. Like, and at the time that, of course, mothers have a lot of stress. They're thinking multiple things at the same time. So she probably didn't notice the ramp that was on the other side. She was trying to figure it out. And that's when people need you. When people have multiple things going on, they're just really, they perhaps aren't asking for help or don't know how to ask. But when you offer it up, even if they say like, oh no, I'm fine, or something, at least you offered it up. At least you tried your best. At least you tried to be of service. That is enough, for at least like on your day-to-day practice, rather than walking around with your headphones in and thinking, gosh, this looping on a certain problem that hasn't resolved, or why isn't my desire yet? This is being asked of you. Make this next couple of weeks to be what you can provide. How can you be of service? Every day, the mantra that you can use is waking up. Universe, you just allow me. Instead of using the universe, you can say, universe, use me to be of service and take me where I'm most needed each day. This is something I use every single day. And since I'm doing this now full time, those of you who didn't know, I am now doing my coaching business and my energy healing business as my full-time job, my full-time business. And that is because I couldn't see another path, right? I couldn't see what anything else like that I could do which would be of service. And I have done that service before, and I have done that in being a wonderful engineer, being a scientific researcher, doing all this, the skills that I learned. But this is different. This is much more heart-led and much more coming from a reliance on God, that everything that requires to come into my life will come at the right time and at the exact time when it's needed. But for now, what can I do each day is to be of service. You're on a different path, right? If you're watching videos like this, if you're going on YouTube and searching for videos like this, career changes, to be of service, to be purpose-led, you're on a different path than a lot of people around you. A lot of people don't believe in, not even necessarily in higher power, the universe, or anything like that. And that's okay. It's not a judgment. It's just to say that they have different belief systems. But if you believe in it, you have this sort of like, not even resource, but just this way of living available to you, where you can allow the universe to guide you. You don't have to just walk around feeling like, I don't know what to do next, or always operating from your masculine energy. It's just a different way of living, right? But if you are on this path, then do allow help to come through. And the way to kind of sometimes let the help come in, but also to allow yourself to move forward, is to be of service, even in the smallest things, even when you feel like certain problems are coming up. And those problems can just be resistance on your desires, resistance that is actually probably blocking your desires from coming in the first place. That is what we want to stop. But when you are of service, you don't think that way. You think differently. You think in the way like, oh, I did something good today, I helped her, and then you don't think of your problem as much afterwards. Have you noticed that? Whenever you go and help someone, whether it was intentionally or just unintentionally, you bumped into someone and you're helping them, whether you're giving a certain advice, you feel good about yourself. You feel like, yeah, I did something really good. That is what you are trying to get into, the habit of doing that, to be of service as much as possible. And instead of using the universe, allow universe to use you, to be a vessel, to allow universe to channel through you so that you can go into the world by being this, just a joy to be around, a person who is so joyful, so like, imagine someone bumping into you and thinking, I'm I'm so glad for that person. I'm so glad that person helped me. I needed that. Maybe they needed hope on that day. Maybe they just needed that self-belief. Maybe they just had such a rough week and they were like, this is just what I needed to lift myself up. I've had that when I've gone to cafes and I've had conversations with people, and I felt like this is just what I needed. I actually didn't need someone to necessarily resolve my problem. Yes, the problem is there, or things are there, but this is what I needed. And that's what it's universe is asking you to do, to immerse yourself in your surroundings, in the world around you. We take hermit mode, of course, but then we go out and really immerse ourselves once we are recharged. Okay, let's get a couple more cards and then I will end this reading. That was a big message. Oh, okay. Got the Sun and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You are literally the sunshine. You are lighting up the world. My phone is blowing up. You are lighting up the world by spreading your message, by talking to people and uplifting them, but you are being of service. The Sun card indicates really that your personality is going to shine because you provide such value to other people by simply being you, by simply just as you are your most authentic self. You don't even realize how much value you provide. My last job, when I had moved to Germany 3 years ago, the way I got it was because at the time I was learning Russian language, and it was just something I really enjoyed. I had a passion of languages. I still do. Just now the priorities are different, but I loved learning languages. And I remember going once to a networking event and I was just talking about like Russian language, and this guy that was at this networking event, he had said, oh yeah, they do a lot of like research in one of the universities in Moscow on the topic that you are currently working on. And so we connected and I had him on LinkedIn. And then I remember one day I had sent him a message regarding, oh, what was the name of the university? Do you have any contacts there? Perhaps I can this is pre Ukraine and Russian war, by the way. This was 2020 that I had sent this message, and the guy had literally sent me these contacts, and one of the contacts got me a job in Germany. And that was because he used to be there in Moscow before, but then he had moved to Germany, and he was like, yeah, I think I have a space available here. You're welcome to join here. If that is not following your joy and taking aligned action, I don't know what is. It changed my life. For 3 years, I was living in Germany, which was where I found my entire passion of Reiki, energy healing, helping others, and doing coaching and mentorship. I would have never found that. Maybe I would have in other ways, but this was much more fun path. And I would always choose a fun path, more interesting path. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't. And I have noticed that in my life. A lot of people don't even think about doing something like this. And I'm not being arrogant here. The reason why I'm saying it is that it's worth you following your joy. And the money came. And that job that I got in Germany was paid more than any of my previous jobs. And I learned a lot there. If you've watched my other videos and if you've been following me from the beginning, you know exactly what it has been. So yeah, that is what I'm saying. So once you are in your joy, once your personality is shining, the money will follow through. Queen of Materials, the money, there's no way the money can't not follow through, that it doesn't come in. That's just not going to happen. It has proven time and time again that every time I have followed my path of alignment, money, stability, or things have followed through. They have to. Somehow there has been a pathway that has opened up for me, and that has allowed this to come in. Yeah. I'm going to end it there. I think those are a lot of the messages that I wanted to come put out through. Basically, you are shining. The freedom and the sun. Yeah, 9 of materials and the sun card that you are getting here. Beautiful cards. And these 2 cards are literally indicating what you're wanting, which is to be free, to allow yourself and your personality to shine through so much that it allows everything to come into your life. And that will happen after this full moon clearing. So whatever needs to be cleared right now, go do it. Go allow yourself some space to feel through whatever is coming up, because it may be a bit heavy, you know, maybe a past pattern, but on the other side of it is something amazing coming through, which is your freedom, your being seen for who you are, which perhaps you haven't been seen for a long time. You recognize for who you are for a long time, and that is coming to you and is being available to you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it brought you some comfort and some navigation through this full moon, and you've got this. And I'll see you in the next one. Gosh, I lost my words there, but I'll see you in the next one.